Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Deffinition, and this is the channel where we explain it so you don't have to. After it was confirmed today that the new Joker film will be the first R-rated DC movie, we also have several brand new leaks on the story that have come forth. These new details alter several of the recently reported on plot points, and throughout this video I'll be breaking down everything you need to know about the movie and its storyline. This is full spoilers ahead, and whilst we won't know whether these details are correct until we see the movie for ourselves, there are potentially a lot of things here that could ruin the film, so I highly suggest that you turn off now if you don't want anything spoiled. We saw with my Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones finale videos that these plot leaks are often pretty accurate, so this is your last chance to turn back. With that out of the way, I just want to give a huge thank you for clicking this video. I hope you enjoy it. Now sit back, relax, and let's get into my breakdown of Joker. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that the movie is set in 1981 Gotham, which is when the city is at its lowest point due to a seemingly unending crime wave. In addition to this, there's a garbage strike, which means that Gotham is pretty dirty, both literally and figuratively. The film follows the rise of Arthur Fleck, who is initially just a clown for a talent agency. Fleck has severe mental health issues that include laughing when he's nervous, and because of this, a social worker keeps a close eye on him. Fleck wishes to become a stand-up comic, but due to his nerves, his sets are often ruined, and thus he never really gets anywhere. Fleck is also a caretaker for his mother, who just so happens to be a former housekeeper of Wayne Mansion, which I'll get into later. The household, headed up by Thomas Wayne, is currently in the spotlight because Wayne is running for mayor. Those who've read Batman Earth 1 will remember that in that, Thomas was running for mayor against the Penguin, and that the character was killed for it so that the miniature crime boss could become elected and control the city. Whilst there's no mention of Penguin in the script, we have heard leaks that the villain will be appearing in the Matt Reeves Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson, and whilst the two films are not meant to be connected, it would be amazing if Penguin was the mayor in that movie, having been elected here first. Anyway, Fleck's mother is obsessed with the mayoral candidate, and apparently Wayne fired her from working at the property because of this. Fleck, desperate for money, takes a new job, but after he's mocked on the subway, he cracks slightly and violently kills 3 Wall Street guys who are also harassing a young woman, and these murders inspire a resist movement against Gotham's wealthy elite. Basically, this film will centre around the poor uprising against the rich, similar to The Dark Knight Rises, and due to this, Thomas Wayne, who is viewed as the voice of the wealthy, becomes a target. It's at this point that Arthur tries his hand at stand-up comedy, but once more he completely bombs so badly that footage of his performance is picked up by Murray Franklin, a TV show host played by Robert De Niro. Franklin completely ridicules the character, making him a national joke. Now, in the recent plot leak, it was stated that police are investigating Arthur for the murders committed earlier in the film, which is when he apparently stumbles across a pretty major revelation in his mother's letters to Thomas Wayne. She claims that they had an affair and that Arthur is the illegitimate son of Thomas, thus making Bruce Wayne and the Joker related. However, the new details from the plot leak have stated that this is in fact a lie, orchestrated by Arthur's crazy mother as a last-ditch attempt to get Thomas to pay attention to her. Arthur will throughout some of the movie believe that he is in fact Bruce's brother, however when he discovers the truth he will go completely off the deep end. Repressed memories of Arthur's childhood re-emerge, and he remembers that when he was little he was abused by his mother's boyfriend, who actually turns out to be his real father. At this point, Arthur goes to Arkham Asylum and kills his mother. He's also invited on the Murray Franklin show as a guest. Joker appears on the show, shooting Franklin in the head and delivering a speech to rile up Gotham City. This is of course pretty similar to the scene from The Dark Knight Returns, in which Joker kills a chat show host before going on a rampage, and in the film he goes out and murders people who wronged him throughout the movie. Now, we have heard rumours that the film ends with Thomas and Martha Wayne being gunned down in an alley. However, these new plot leaks suggest that it's after the speech that this happens. This is because Joker sends the city into a riot due to his words, and the attackers purposely go to Wayne Mansion to kill the characters in their beds. Bruce, scared of what's going on, runs out of the mansion and off into the night, which is when he falls into the cave, thus setting up what will happen in the future with the character. He's found by Alfred, and a couple of days later he heads to their memorial, which is when he encounters Joker. Joker had been on the run for several days, but with the police looking over Wayne, they notice him and begin to chase him. The police run after Arthur through Gotham, but they finally manage to catch him after he's hit by a taxi, and the film ends with the character in Arkham Asylum dancing around his cell maniacally to Elton John's Benny and the Jets, which ends the movie and goes off into the credits. So this all sounds pretty interesting, and I'm kinda glad that the whole Joker / Bruce Wayne brother thing has been dropped, as it was something that I feel like shouldn't have been in the movie at all. I'm someone who pretty much thinks that the Joker's origin should always remain a mystery, as he's pretty much just a force of nature. However, if we do have to get an origin story, then yeah, this sounds pretty good. It's also very alien to Marvel as well, which I think DC have wrongly been trying to copy for the past couple of years to no avail. So I'm definitely more hyped for seeing the movie after reading this, and I think that it has the potential to be pretty big, and if the rumours are true, then we are no doubt in for a fantastic performance from Joaquin Phoenix. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the film, and if you believe these plot leaks or not. Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please like it, and make sure you check out my breakdown of the MCU Phase 4, which will be linked at the end. It contains everything we know so far about the upcoming films, and it's definitely worth watching if you want to know more, so I'll link that at the end. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this. I've been Deffinition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.